Okay, so we're going. Um, Welcome to Fabric Chicks Live at noon. We are really busy unpacking today, so we are going to kind of make this a little bit quick. But I had several people who said that they had never seen how to dye a background. Okay, so let me just find you guys so I can answer your questions. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Hi, Greta. Okay, so gosh, I hope it's not as hot where you guys are as it is where we are, because it's so hot. Anyhow, so we're gonna paint a background today, really quick, super easy. This is a project you do not have to overthink. So basically, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be creating a background like this. So we're gonna take a blank canvas. This is a 10-ounce canvas, so it's thicker. It's great if you're gonna do collaging or thread painting or anything like that because it is a thicker fabric. You still probably will need to use stabilizer or Material Magic. Otherwise, you'll get puckering if you do too much thread stitching on top of it. But this is super easy. You just splatter the paint on. Don't overthink it. I'm going to show you. We've got Stephanie Brandenburg, who is going to be teaching for us next Monday from 4 to 6, I think, is the class. So this is the project Stephanie Brandenburg is going to be teaching. If you're not signed up, you can still sign up quick so we can get you the kits. But this is the tulip that she's going to be teaching. Stephanie Brandenburg owns Braun Designs. She has a quilt shop out in Iowa. She is one of the sweetest, most genuine people you'll ever meet. And I think even if you don't think that you're very artsy, she is the perfect person to kind of hold your hand and nudge you into the art field. So this is on one of her she personally hand dyed this background. And so you kind of have to let go of control, which I know is really hard for me when you're doing a painted background, because you really, sometimes you can control it. Like when we do skies for landscapes, we really go in like a one direction, and we really place the paints where we want them to be, kind of like a watercolor. But for these artsy backgrounds, we're just kind of splatter painting them. So you'll see, here's one that we did. And I would cut this one in half or applique something over it because it really retained the crease where it was folded. But this is a fun one. So you're going to get your fabric wet, and then we're going to paint it. But first I want to show you, here's some other samples. This is one that I just used a piece out of. So they're fun to cut and put into your backgrounds if you're going to piece the background with the canvas. You can even piece your regular cotton fabrics, and I'll show you that in a second. You can piece with your cotton fabrics and the canvases for the backgrounds of your art pieces. And then this was a background that we did with just, this one I actually used tissue dye, and I just cleaned up. There was a mess, and so I mopped the mess up with this piece of muslin. And so that is kind of how that came about. And then I just thread painted free motion just to learn control over my machine. So these are great practice pieces for you because you haven't spent a lot of time building your appliques. And I just used a coloring page, traced the coloring page onto my background fabric, and then I took a 30 weight thread and just went over the lines. Super good for eye hand control. And then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, so if you want to take Stephanie Brandenburg's class, it is, I think it's $45 for the class and then $40 for the kit. So in the kit, you get her hand-painted background, and then you get a bag of treasures and the panel, so embellishments in the panel, so that after Monday, you'll have this. And literally, girls, you will go home with this ready to turn into a pillow or a wall hanging, or, I mean, you could put it on the back of a vest. There's all kinds of fun things that you could do with this. And then, so this is the panel. I'm just going to show you so you can get an idea of what it's like when you, Stephanie calls it thread punk, and I just call it bedazzling. But so this is what the panel originally was. And then this is Stephanie's version of making it bright and fun. And then I'll show you one that I did that's a little bit more sedated, just in golds and yellows, when we start our walking adventure. But if you, oh, look, we're trying to unpack. We were just at a show. So we do have Sandra Mullen coming the last Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of the month. Sandra Mullen's going to be here, and she's doing Gracie the Giraffe. And if you're signed up for the class and you want the starter pack, here are some hand-dyed fabrics that Sandra Mullen hand-dyed and kitted up for the giraffe class. So if you want that, let us know so we can get it shipped to you ASAP. And with Sandra's class, you can take it here at the shop. We do feed you lunch. You have access to all of her ink tints and all of her different tools that she uses. And if you're taking it via Zoom, well, we'll demo it for you so you can see it. And then while I was gone at the show, some of you already bought this panel, but while I was gone at the show, Karen made this tote bag. So this was a panel that some of you bought on one of the Friday sales. And then I just embellished it. I did some cheesecloth to make more of a wave down here. And so that is what the panel looks like finished. We'll show you that on the Friday sale. Okay, so we're just going to move right on out. Wait, let me see if you have questions, and then we're going to move on outside. Thank you, Dorothy. It's good to be home for a little bit. Hi, Joyce. Hey, Season. Hi, Ann. Thank you, Ann, for all your help at the show. You and Phyllis were lifesavers. Oh, my gosh. Sue Crater says it's going to be 113 this week in Tulare. That is going to be some hot weather, Sue. I don't know. You best get some quilting ready because you're not going to want to go outside. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cindy. Oh, thank you, Sue. It's one of those that you wear on hot days so that, you know, you don't get as hot. Let's see. Oh, Cindy says she's off today, so she gets to peek and say hi. Cindy, are you working now? Wish I was going to be here for the class. Hope she does it again. Carolyn, I'm just going to say, enjoy Hawaii. We always have more classes. Okay, Sue, I already have one in your basket. Phyllis, I'm going to put a timer on your watch so it beeps like a half hour before we go live so you can make sure you're home. Oh, that would be cute, Cindy. Okay. I think I can still do it. I'm going to add seashell trim to the tote bag. Oh, if the power goes out, Sue, you might be in trouble. Okay. All right, girls, we're going to go on outside so that we can paint this canvas real quick. That way, if you girls want, you can paint your own canvases, or you can use the one Stephanie painted for you, or you could dibble dabble in both of them. So I'm going to take you outside real quick. All right, follow me. We have to plug you back in once we get outside because we forgot to plug in the iPad after we got home from the show. Hi there, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Okay, so right up here, I'm just going to show you real quick. Here's what we did with that tulip. So it's a lot more sedate. It's got some gold glitter and some gold tulle and some yellow sari ribbons. So really, you can give it such different looks. And then here you can see how I pieced in some cotton fabrics into the background with the canvas. So just something different, just to give it texture and interest and a little bit of the unexpected. Okay, so here, I wanted to show you girls this real quick. In case any of you need this kit, I only have one of them left. So in here, we only have one kit left of this. And I always like to give you guys the option before time runs out and it's too late. So this here is a kaleidoscope quilt. And in the kit, we made this quilt. We made 4 placemats. We made a table runner here. And then with the leftovers, I made some pillows and some more pillows. So we made all kinds of projects with that kit. So I have one of those kits left, perfect for spring. And it's $129.95. So if you want it, just type that in the comments and we'll make sure you get it. One of them left. I thought we were all sold out, but when we were packing for Reno, I found one more kit. I can't imagine how anything gets lost around here. Roger's rolling his eyes right now. Okay, come on. Do you want to hold this or want me to hold it? Okay, let me see. When you did the walkthrough at Reno, I realized how much I missed seeing the quilt exhibit parts of the shows. Dorothy, I know the quilt exhibits are super important. There are a lot of shows we do that don't do a quilt exhibit. All the booths, though, all the vendors do have a wide array of quilts as samples for what they're selling, but it's not the same as the exhibits. The exhibits are pretty impressive. Hi, Rondi. Oh, Cindy went to work at Authorized Sew and Back. Well, tell Veronica hello. Ew, Rosie says it's 106 on her patio right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, Judy Baxter, you can have it. Cindy, if you were closer, I would let you work for me. I would be grateful to have the help. Okay, so we've got a hot mess in here because we're still unpacking from the show. Thanks to Phyllis and her husband Bill, they unloaded, and Joanne and Clark, they came in on Sunday during the Zoom and unloaded the van for us. So that was super nice. Okay, I'm going to talk really loud because the wind's kind of blowing out here. Okay, so a lot of people, when they do this dyeing, like Sophie Standing, she does it right in the on the ground in the dirt because the clay has color too. I'm gonna do it right here on the table, and I use that crosshatchy stuff that came that we got when we did the coloring stuff. So it has a little bit. I've never dyed this before. I wish I had 2 tables, but they're still in the van at the house. So I don't know if you can see, it's got texture there. Can you see that? It's like a cross-hatch texture. So we did, a lot of you bought it on one of the sales for when we were doing the coloring of the Christmas mugs. So I just thought it'd be fun to paint this one. So I've got it totally wet. And then I'm going to, it's kind of a little bit windy, which is kind of nice, so it's not so hot. But I'm just going to pour a little bit of paint, maybe, into my bowl. And honestly, girls, I use whatever paint I have. So I have some Toll Painting paint here. I like lots of water. So I'm just going to water it down a little bit. You can use any kind of, like this is one of them brushes, those seafoam things for sponge painting or whatever it is you guys do. Let's see. I think you can get that brush at like McDonald's or probably the dollar store. So remember, this is not rocket science. We're not doing anything fabulous. We're just creating some interest on our backgrounds. So I think a lot of times you could put these under your projects. I'm trying not to splatter on Roger because he'll be upset. He's already mad at me today, girls. Okay. It's drying pretty quick, so I might get it wet again. It could be a little bit of a messy job. But don't overthink. When you paint your backgrounds, don't overthink it. Just mush it in and have a good time. Okay, and then I think I want some of this coppery color. So it looks like baby poop, actually. Maybe I want the other coppery color. But we do have these paints from, we get them from Artistic Artifacts, where we get our Sari silks. I know, it kind of looks like somebody did this to my dress. I think I have to leave early today because our computer, I think, is dying. I think I have to go buy a new computer. Devin said if it doesn't die of natural death, he's going to kill it. It's making some crazy noise like it's about to explode. Okay, so I think I want like more purple on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but you can never have too much purple, except for that I probably really like purple, so we probably don't have any purple. Oh, I don't see any purple. So sad. Okay, maybe some turquoise. Or green might be good. Okay. I'm sure there must be a comment there somewhere. So Friday, we're doing a double feature sale. We're doing a sale at 12, like we do on Fridays. And then, oops, there's a bug in there. It'll be like extra protein for our project. So I'm just going to kind of dribble that on. And then I think it'll be good for like a landscapey flower with a little bit of green in the background. I don't know. We'll see. You never know until it dries really what it's going to look like. And I like to make sure that I've got a lot on the outside edges because whatever you applique is most likely going to be more in the center. So you want to make sure you come all the way out to the edges. Okay, did you girls see that? It was like rocket science. Here, I don't want to waste any paint, so I'll get that out of there. I know. So on Friday, we're going to do a double feature sale at 12 and at 6. So we'll have different items. We'll have different items at both times. But we have a ton of new stuff that's come in. So we'll have lots of fun. And I'm not sure, I think Karen from Twisted Scissors is going to be coming down to help me for the noon show. And then maybe Nan at 6 o'clock. Okay. So here it is, girls. That's our background. And we're going to let it dry. And if I don't like it once it dries, we can always come back and get it wet and redo it. But when you heat set it, when you iron it, that will heat set the paint. So there you go. It's a little bit of splattery, painty. Kind of looks like somebody threw up on it. Okay, so that is it. Let me see if we've got any comments that have come in. For those of you who, the little on Fabric Chick Stitch Along, and Lindenmeyer did a, here, let's go inside so it doesn't. Yes, Carolyn, it's going to drive super fast. Oh, Dorothy, you are so smart. I didn't even think about it. I could have mixed red and blue and it would have made purple. Hey, Connie, how are you? Yes, Rosie, you can use acrylics. A lot of times I use the stuff that we have that I still have from like when we used to tool paint, which I believe those are acrylic paints. I just use whatever paints I can get my hands on, and sometimes it's the gel paints. Remember when we used to do the puff paints? Sometimes I'll throw some of that on it because it will add a little bit of glitter and texture. So I add anything. Okay, so that's it. So go out and do something creative today and post it on the Fabric Chick Stitch Along because we always like to see what everybody's working on. If you have any questions, you can always call us. Otherwise, we will see you Wild Wednesday at 2. So Google on Facebook, Wild Wednesday Live. And then Friday for our super sale at 12 and at 6. All right, girls, we will see you later. Have a fun day. All right, bye.